Sound has been used for millennia as a powerful tool for physical healing and spiritual awakening. Today, new research into the science of sound, as well as emerging technologies to deliver personalized sound healing, has revolutionized the ancient practice. Dr. Jeffrey Thompson is a renowned sound healer who has over the last 40 years pioneered a range of remarkable discoveries in the field. He explains how our connection to sound begins before birth.
My total experience in the womb, and for all of us, baptized by sound and vibration, right? My ears are hearing it, and the largest sense organ of my body, my skin, is feeling it. That's my whole experience for 9 months. I think that's why sound is the most powerful clinical tool. Sound is bigger and more powerful than all of them.
The mechanism by which sound brings about physical healing has been studied for decades and is continually being refined by new scientific findings.
When a cell goes into a healing response, it increases its metabolism and its intake of food, expelling of waste, and rebuilding of tissue. So it's raising its energy up. Sound waves can raise it to its highest possible potential that is way higher than the cell can do on its own. So we've just created a super healing state with sound waves when they're tuned correctly.
This method stimulates the brain into entering into a specific state by utilizing the inherent nature of brainwaves to synchronize with an external stimulus such as sound.
The phenomenon of brainwave entrainment is part of a deeper function in the body. If the master control can time my body rhythms to the world, to rhythms that are already happening, then I can save energy. That's why my brainwaves will follow an external cue. Once we understand this principle, we can start to use that principle to gain control of your body for healing.
An integral element of brain entrainment is the use of binaural beats, which are two sounds that are slightly out of tune. The brain, looking to make sense of the dissonance, entrains to the pulse in between, linking brain hemispheres together. In order for this to work, headphones must be used so that each ear hears a slightly different sound.
With binaural beats, hemispheres do this and come apart. The aha, bang, this is a highly desirable state that nobody knows how to get to. But as soon as you use binaural beats with headphones, bang, it's there. And it's floating there for long periods of time.
Dr. Thompson has built upon these principles of acoustic physics and added a new medical monitoring technology to develop a sophisticated sound healing protocol which seeks to awaken what he calls the internal healing program. He begins a sound healing session by connecting the patient to a heart rate variability monitor, which provides a complete look at the state of the patient's nervous system and overall health.
So now we can see the sympathetic parasympathetic live, and we can do an analysis to find out how it's functioning normally. And if it's not functioning normally, my innovation is being able to return it to balance with a precisely tuned sound frequency and calculate octaves of that and identify brain frequencies and then train your brain waves to those frequencies so it all synchronizes up. I can see your brain waves go to this place. I can see that there's a coherence of right-left hemispheres. I can see the autonomic nervous system going into this special zero stress zone, a prerequisite for waking up, a prerequisite for healing.
In addition to the use of the nervous system monitoring and frequency tuning technologies, Dr. Thompson has developed a unique delivery system using the latest in vibration science.
I had to make the sound table split down the middle long ways with speakers on the right and left. I had to have the right-left stereo separation the same way the headphones are. And the split down the middle to separate the right and left so they're not influencing each other is now headphones for the body, so that I could get the neurons for vibration sense processing, neurons in the brainstem, to do the same thing. And have that in sync with these special light glasses I put together with little LEDs that are driven by the sound waves. So now this eye is seeing one frequency, this is seeing another, and I'm forcing the occipital cortex to do this, and the auditory cortex to do this, and the kinesthetic cortex to do this. And the more synchronized up I can make systems, the more efficient the whole system becomes.
There are numerous accounts of healing resulting from the use of sound technologies. From listening to binaural beat soundtracks to the more involved multisensory therapies such as Dr. Thompson's. And today, emerging new research on stimulating specific brainwaves is showing great promise in addressing neurological disorders and bringing about the expansion of consciousness. For more on this, be sure to watch Part 2 of this Gaia News Special investigative report.